Have you ever noticed that when someone becomes less available, suddenly you start thinking about them more? Or that friend who's always busy somehow seems more interesting than the one who's always free? This isn't a coincidence, it's psychology. I'm Dr. Dillon, and today we're exploring the science of availability, why being constantly accessible might actually decrease your perceived value, and how understanding this principle can transform your relationships. Most people believe being a good friend, partner, or colleague means always being there. From childhood, we're taught that reliability equals instant responsiveness, and that caring means never saying no, but there's a hidden cost that few discuss. Research from Dr. Robert Cialdini, a leading psychologist in influence and persuasion, shows that humans assign value based partly on scarcity. His book, Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, explains that when something or someone is always available, our brains unconsciously categorize it as less valuable. This isn't manipulation, it's hardwired human psychology. Think about your own behavior. When you respond to messages immediately, cancel plans to help others, and never prioritize your own time, you might feel caring. But psychologically, you're signaling, I have nothing else going on. My time has no competing demands. When people perceive your time as endless and undemanded, they unconsciously devalue it. 3 principles explain why this happens. The first is the scarcity principle. Cialdini's research shows that scarcity increases perceived value. A 2012 study in the Journal of Consumer Research reinforced this. Participants valued the same product more when it was scarce versus abundant. Your time works the same way. The second is operant conditioning. B.F. Skinner's research shows that predictable rewards create habit, but variable reinforcement increases engagement. If you're always available, people know what to expect. Occasionally being unavailable creates attention and curiosity, similar to why slot machines are addictive. The third is the Zeigarnik effect, discovered by Bluma-Zeigarnik in 1927, which states we remember unfinished tasks more vividly than completed ones. When you're occasionally unavailable, interactions leave mental gaps, keeping you on people's minds. A real-life example illustrates this well. Sarah, a 32-year-old marketing professional, was exhausted. She organized events, checked in on friends, remembered birthdays, helped with moves and projects, yet felt undervalued. She tried an experiment for 2 weeks. She said no to requests she would normally accept, waited at least an hour before responding to non-urgent messages, and prioritized her own tasks. The results were remarkable. Friends began asking, "Hey, how are you? Are you free Saturday?" Instead of taking her availability for granted, some acquaintances who only needed convenience faded away. Sarah's genuine relationships became stronger and more reciprocal. She hadn't become less caring. She had simply shown that her time had value. You can apply this in your own life. Start by auditing your availability. Track how quickly you respond to messages, how often you say yes, and how often you interrupt your life for others. Awareness is the first step. Introduce response delays. Don't check every notification immediately. Research by Dr. Gloria Mark at UC Irvine shows that it takes 23 minutes to fully refocus after an interruption. Protecting your attention teaches others your time is valuable. Practice selective availability. Say yes to what aligns with your priorities. Say no to what doesn't. Dr. Henry Cloud's research shows that people with clear boundaries have healthier, more satisfying relationships. Invest in yourself visibly. Pursue hobbies, learn skills, work on projects, and share your growth. This isn't bragging. It signals that you're a person with your own identity, making your presence naturally valuable. Be fully present when you show up. 1 hour of genuine attention is worth more than 10 distracted hours. Quality over quantity is a psychological principle. There are common mistakes to avoid. Disappearing without explanation damages trust. Faking busyness backfires if people sense inauthenticity. Ignoring emergencies is dangerous. Be available for genuine crises. Over-isolating can also backfire. Strategic unavailability isn't hermit behavior. It's about balance. Research by Dr. Brené Brown shows that people with strong boundaries are more compassionate and connected because they give from choice, not obligation. A 2015 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people with clear boundaries reported 37% higher relationship satisfaction, better mental health, and stronger self-worth. Boundaries don't push the right people away. They attract them. To apply this strategically, start small. Wait an hour before responding to non-urgent messages, dedicate time for yourself, or say no to one request that doesn't align with your priorities. Notice how it feels and how others respond. Expect discomfort initially. Guilt and anxiety are normal. Over the next few weeks, observe changes. Messages might become more respectful, curiosity about your life may increase, and one-sided relationships will naturally fade. Over time, genuine connections deepen. You gain more energy, better focus, and a stronger sense of self. Arthur Schopenhauer's porcupine dilemma illustrates this beautifully. Porcupines need warmth, but must maintain distance to avoid pain. Relationships work the same way. Too available, and you lose identity and energy. Too distant, and you lose connection. The sweet spot is maintaining your own life while staying emotionally available to those who truly matter. Start today with one small boundary. Maybe wait an hour to reply to non-urgent messages, protect a morning or evening for yourself, or say no to a request that doesn't align with your priorities. Notice how it feels and adjust gradually. People who truly value you will respect your boundaries. Those who don't were likely only valuing your convenience anyway. Your time and attention are finite and precious. Choosing to be strategically unavailable isn't selfish, it's self-respect. When you show up, do it fully, live intentionally, protect your time, and cultivate relationships that are reciprocal and meaningful.